Have you ever watched your phone automatically organize your photo albums? Or had a conversation with ChatGPT and thought, wait, is this actually magic? I mean, it really feels like it sometimes, doesn't it? Like there's a literal tiny wizard living inside our devices. Full disclosure here, I'm actually an AI avatar created right from a simple photo, so I guess I'm part of that magic. But the truth is, it's not magic at all. It's just a fascinating, incredibly fast evolution of technology. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain on that whole magic trick.
Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, let's dive right into this. We're taking a pretty wild journey today. We're going all the way from the ancient dreams of mechanical robots right up to the cutting-edge tools you can use literally today to become a highly efficient AI operator. So whether you're a total beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, you are absolutely in the right place.
Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start with the ancient history of AI. Then we'll break down what AI, ML, and deep learning actually are. After that, we'll look at AI in our everyday lives, bust some big myths versus reality, and finally, get into actually using AI tools.
Section 1. The Ancient History of AI. Now, you might think artificial intelligence is this totally modern concept, right? Invented by tech billionaires in Silicon Valley? Well, actually, the idea of a smart helper has been a human dream for thousands of years. We have been fantasizing about thinking machines for a very, very long time.
Just to put that into perspective, way back in 1200 AD, a brilliant inventor named Al-Jazari built an automated robot boat. It even had a mechanical band that played real music to entertain guests. Crazy, right? Fast forward a bit to 1843, and the visionary mathematician Ada Lovelace wrote the world's very first computer program. She realized machines could one day actually be creative. Then in 1950, Alan Turing laid down the modern groundwork, and by 1956, the actual term artificial intelligence was officially coined at a summer workshop at Dartmouth College. But honestly, it wasn't until the 2010s, with this massive explosion of internet data and super powerful computer chips, that the deep learning revolution truly took off.
Now, what's really interesting here is how Alan Turing brilliantly reframed the entire scientific conversation. Instead of getting bogged down in that endless philosophical debate of, can a machine actually think? Turing asked a much more practical question. He asked, can machines imitate a human? Basically, if a computer can chat with you and you literally can't tell it apart from a real person, well, it's essentially passed the test. And that slight shift in perspective, it changed absolutely everything. Section 2, AI, ML, and deep learning. Think of these three concepts like Russian nesting dolls, with each one building inside the other.
The biggest, outermost doll is artificial intelligence. At its absolute core, AI is simply a field of computer science with a really clear goal: making machines perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. Think of it as that smart helper we've been dreaming of since ancient times. It's just a program designed to spot patterns and make smart decisions based on a set of rules. Nothing spooky about it.
Now crack that open, and inside AI, we have machine learning, or ML. See, for a long time, programmers tried to build AI by writing thousands and thousands of strict if-then rules. But let's be real, the real world is way too messy for that. So machine learning flips that entire approach on its head. Instead of humans writing the rules, we give the computer massive amounts of data and we teach it to learn from its successes and failures so it can make predictions totally on its own.
Okay, let's move to the innermost doll, deep learning. This is the really advanced edge of machine learning. It uses multi-layered artificial neural networks that are literally inspired by the neurons in your own brain. These layers allow the system to process incredibly complex, tangled patterns. And that is exactly how your phone can instantly recognize your face, or, say, seamlessly translate a spoken language in real time.
To really picture this shift, think of symbolic AI, which was the old way, as a really strict teacher handing a computer a massive rule book. Like, here are 10,000 rules about what makes a cat. The computer would just freeze up because, well, there are just too many rules. Machine learning, on the other hand, acts way more like a coach. It tosses the rulebook right out the window and just shows the computer 10,000 pictures of a cat, saying, here, you figure it out. And incredibly, the computer analyzes that data and actually learns to recognize the whiskers, the ears, and the fur all by itself.
Section 3. Our everyday lives. We're talking about this because this technology isn't just sitting in some top-secret laboratory somewhere. No. It is already invisibly woven into the very fabric of our daily routines.
Just think about your typical day for a second. When Netflix flawlessly recommends your next binge watch, that's machine learning analyzing your watch history. When Gmail filters out that annoying phishing scam, that's natural language processing. When you ask Siri to set an alarm, or when your social media feed seems to know exactly what you want to see, or when Google Maps reroutes you around a massive traffic jam in real time, yeah, that is all AI at work, quietly analyzing behavior and making split-second predictions.
Let's take a closer look at a tool you probably used this very morning: facial recognition. It happens in an absolute flash, but it actually involves 4 distinct steps. First, the camera detects a face. Second, it analyzes the specific geometry, like the distance between your eyes or the depth of your eye sockets. Third, it converts that physical geometry into digital data, creating a unique mathematical faceprint. And finally, it compares that faceprint against a database to find a match and instantly unlock your phone. This specific application of machine learning is so incredibly secure that it's now widely used in retail and banking.
Section 4. Myths versus reality. Naturally, with all this incredible power comes a lot of fear. I mean, Hollywood has done a fantastic job of terrifying us, but the reality is much, much more grounded.
Okay, so the biggest myth out there is that AI is going to become self-aware, develop human emotions, and basically take over the world. But the reality? AI, no matter how incredibly conversational or realistic it seems, even me as an AI avatar, functions entirely on mathematical algorithms. It has absolutely zero consciousness. ChatGPT doesn't actually know you, and it doesn't feel happy to help you. It is simply predicting the next most logical word in a sentence based on mountains of data. It's a tool for human augmentation, not some autonomous overlord. At the end of the day, it's just a tool.
And this brilliantly illustrates why those sci-fi fears are a bit misplaced right now. Today, we only ever interact with what's called narrow AI. These are systems trained to do one specific task incredibly well, like Siri or Face ID. General AI, which is the stuff that could theoretically handle any cognitive task a human can, that is still strictly under research. And super AI, which would be smarter than us in every conceivable way, remains purely a concept for the distant future. So we definitely need to keep our expectations realistic.
Section 5. Using AI tools. Okay, now for the fun part. Let's talk about how you can actually use these AI tools to make your own life easier, save tons of time, and seriously boost your productivity.
You know, a lot of people freeze up because they think they need to learn how to code to use AI. Simply not true. You do not need to be an AI builder. You know, the highly technical software engineers who write the algorithms and build the actual models from scratch. Instead, you really just need to become a skilled AI operator. An operator is someone who knows how to intelligently use the tools that are already built to automate their workflows and just get tasks done faster. And honestly, the tools available to you as an operator right now are staggering. Need to write a tricky email, summarize a 400-page PDF, or even write code? Just use text generation tools like ChatGPT or Google Gemini. Need to create a logo, edit a photo, or generate a stunning video from scratch? Boot up Midjourney or Canva AI. Need to find patterns in massive, boring spreadsheets? Data analysis tools like Tableau have AI baked right in. As an operator, you can literally take a grueling 2-day task and turn it into a 10-minute sprint. It's a total game changer.
Let me give you a highly specific example of a powerful tool you could try today. If you create videos or need voiceovers, there's a newly launched platform from India called Sarvam AI, and they are currently offering up to 7 free hours of high-quality AI voice generation.
What makes Sarvam AI really special, especially for the regional market, is that it provides incredibly human-like Hindi text-to-speech that actually sounds natural. You know, unlike those clunky robotic outputs we're so used to hearing. Many users are finding it actually excels over mainstream tools like ElevenLabs when it comes to capturing those regional nuances. It also offers voice dubbing across multiple languages, audio translation, and lets you choose specific tones, like a conversational vibe for a podcast, a serious tone for news, or an engaging tone for an audiobook. It is basically the perfect example of an operator's secret weapon.
So the crucial point I want to leave you with is this. AI is not a magic wand that perfectly solves every problem. It hallucinates, it makes errors, and it completely lacks human context. It works best as an amplifier of your intelligence, not a complete substitute. Whether you're generating text, analyzing complex data, or creating a voiceover, it still requires your human oversight, your unique creativity, and your diligent fact-checking. Always. We've covered a lot of ground today, from ancient mechanical ducks all the way to the neural network sitting right there in your smartphone. The magic is really just math, data, and continuous learning. But the real question is for you. Now that you understand the reality of this technology, how are you going to adapt? What workflow are you going to automate tomorrow to become a true AI operator in your own career? The tools are out there, literally waiting for you. Go experiment, have fun with it, and I'll see you in the next explainer.